Breaking news out of Newport News, and it is very disturbing. Police are on the scene of a shooting inside an elementary school.
A school spokesperson says a teacher was shot at Rich Neck Elementary. Sources from the school system tell 10 on your side that a student shot that teacher.
Now, officers responded to the school on Tyner Drive just after 2 this afternoon.
Police say no children were hurt. Chopper 10 was just above this very busy scene.
We have several crews on this breaking story. 10 on your side's Haley Mylon is at the school right now.
Haley, what have you learned?
Hey, Regina, Stephanie, sorry, we're just keeping an eye on this here. It's still a very active scene, and first responders are moving in and out of the perimeter here. We are right up on the crime tape where Rich Neck Elementary School is taped off to the public. Only parents looking to reunify with their students are allowed past this tape right now. Keep in mind, this all happened less than 2 hours ago. Now, we have confirmed that an adult female teacher was shot inside of a classroom. Only one injury reported. She was transported to a local hospital for treatment. We're told by Police Chief Steve Drew that all of the students, Nope. I thought we were going to get new information. They're just moving first responders in and out of the scene. Students were moved to the gymnasium where officers kept them entertained and offered mental health services as the crime scene was worked on one wing of the school, and as the school worked to communicate with families about reunification. Now, it's been jarring to see some of these young children and their parents walking out after being reunified. You see tears in their eyes. Some of the kids so young that they're confused. They don't know why we're out here. They don't know why the news is out here. But we did talk to Police Chief Steve Drew. He says his department acted very quickly. It's still very early in the investigation, and there is evidence inside the school building. So he was reluctant to give too much information before all of those students' families were informed of the incident. But he did give some information about the status of that victim, and he said the response here is huge. The mayor, Philip Jones, we just spoke to him as well, and he reiterated how quick the response was from first responders, and they're still hanging out here with students, making sure that families and students are safely reunited. Take a listen to what Police Chief Steve Drew said. This was about an hour after the incident.
The main thing right now is that we got all these kids safe, and the number one priority for me is to check on our victim at the hospital and get all these students back with their families. That's the number one priority, okay? Basically around 2 o'clock what we had is a call of a shooting inside the school. We have an adult that has suffered a gunshot wound, an employee here. She has been transported to Riverside Hospital, and we're waiting to get some updates there. What's going on at this point now is the scene is clear. There is evidence inside of the building. All the children have been moved to the gymnasium. They are safe. They're interacting with officers and having some fun, slapping some high fives and teasing each other. There's plenty of counselors here working with the students and talking to the students, remaining them calm. The number one priority for me, as I said, is to get all of our students back with their parents. So school board members are here. Dr. Parker and Richard Wright are here. They've got a system now. We're going to try to do it by grade level. So we have the elementary, if you can see behind me, there's a line there. They're just checking them in with ID. And then an officer and a school official are walking the student to their parent. So it's a good, happy reunion, a little bit of emotion. But everything right now is safe. The school has been cleared. We will still have to go in and do some crime scene processing, but that's kind of where we're at right now. Okay, that's where we have at this point.
That was Police Chief Steve Drew. Again, we have families being reunited with their students walking out. I just heard a mother walking by shouting, "How does a 7-year-old get a gun?" We don't have information about the shooter confirmed to share with you, but that is the level, that is the tenseness that a lot of these parents are feeling right now. Many are outraged, upset. I did talk to one mother about a half hour ago who had tears in her eyes. Her name is Jocelyn Glover. She walked out with her son, and she described the heartbreaking, just gut-wrenching moment. She got a text message.
My heart stopped. I was freaking out, very nervous, just wondering, was that one person my son?